Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review, where it is Ttr Friday. Now, obviously, we haven't played an intro there, and the reason for that is we have a brand new one, which has been made by our wonderful guy, Francisco. We don't have any animation yet for the intro. It's just the music. So we're just going to stay on the screen while we all hear it, because these guys haven't heard the new intro yet. There's only me and Susan heard it. So it's absolutely brilliant. So I'll play this now to enter into the fantastic world of Ttr Friday.
Toon Army. It's time for football to take a backseat and make way for the banter, the laugh, the rants, and of course, the bullying that is Ttr Friday. And now, straight from Georgetown and other places around the kingdom, here are your hosts, the Stallion. According to Susan, that is, Paul Ditchburn, the Butcher, Billy Bob Trey, the Lady of the Luscious Lips, Danielle Other, and the Statman himself, Alex Walker. Now, only one question remains. Toon Army, are you ready? Begin.
That's class.
There you go. That is our new intro, which hopefully we will be able to put some animation to that in due course when Susan gets her graphic design and head back on, and we can put like an animation to that intro. But it just sounds absolutely superb. And the thing is, we do have the usuals tonight. And we've got new jingles for them all. He's done them all. Billy's Beef, Danielle's Rant, Shame by Stato, Comment of the Week, and of course, Saint or Aint. We've got some proper jingles, which is absolutely fantastic. So a massive, massive well done to Francisco, because he's going to do some more for the other shows as well. We've got a £10 super chat straight off the bat from Spike Milligan. Evening TTR family. Now time for a laugh to start the weekend. Indeed. Jeff says the twat who tied himself to the post at Everton last season has been sentenced to 6 months in jail. Oh, sorry, 6 weeks, he says. Okay, well, there you go. He's behind bars. Evening, Ches. Keep all things respectful, no duplicates, capitals, etc., and enjoy the show. Good evening, Carlos. Tom, evening, everyone. Looking forward to another great show. Julie, good evening. Everybody saying hello. Gary's in the house again. Chipper says, evening all, though I'd say I got a promotion at work. Hard work does pay off.
Well done, Chippers. Well done.
Good evening to Trolls. Hope you're well, my friend. Majestic, good evening. And also good evening to Michael, because he's driving home at the minute. He's literally just left my house 5 minutes ago. He's helped me move a load of stuff up today, as well as put a new telly on the wall for us. So he's helped massively. So massive thank you to Michael, who is currently driving home, and he's got it all to do again tomorrow. So thank you very much to Michael. Well, we may as well start with the news that came out this morning. Garang Kual has signed. Pictures of him at St James's Park. Are you looking forward to seeing him, Danielle?
Can't wait. I mean, obviously, I know the plan probably is that he's going to go out on loan.
Yeah.
For the second half of the season, but what a statement to make. This is the way the club's going to be from now on, right? We're getting talent, young talent in, and in seasons to come, we're going to be able to get the most out of this talent, and it's just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. What a player he is!
Yeah,
he seems like the right kind of character for Newcastle United as well. It's exactly, the right attributes that we're looking for. I'm over the moon, buzzing.
I didn't know Alex's brother plays in Germany already.
Who's that?
Garang Kual's brother.
Aha, no, I didn't know that either.
Wow, I knew something Stato didn't.
I thought you said
miracle.
Have we got a jingle for that?
I didn't know Alex's brother played in Germany. I thought
He did say that. That's why I was a bit confused.
Oh, you've had a Castoria.
I don't have a
I know exactly what I meant. Don't start on me already. Keith Dites, thank you for your $20 super chat out there in the States. Finally, some NUFC tomorrow. Feel like the lineup could be all over the place with all the injuries. The future is bright, though, regardless. Just to let you know, we do have a change of commentator tomorrow. I'm not I won't be commentating on the game tomorrow. It'll be Billy. I've simply got too much to do over the weekend with the house move. I'm going to be very, very...
Is it because you said that if we won 4-1 that you'd show your bum?
No, because...
Well, he said he'd show it on the review stream.
Yeah,
so
if we do win 4-1, then I'll just start the review show at 6:30 with me mooning to the camera.
Will you be watching, Paul? Will you be watching the game?
Yeah, I'll have you on, Billy. I'll probably watch it as I'm as best I can.
I'm going to make 4-1 up then.
Well, you're not. I'll have it on somewhere, Billy. Don't worry. You'll not be able to get around that way.
Let Billy know when he's out, and then when he comes back into the room, you can go, and he scores the 4th goal.
Listen, it's not me that'll. If I've got to bear my arse on Fenix window, etc., I don't care. Francisco, thanks for your $5 super chat, mate. Evening, lads. Lasted chatting mods. Glad you enjoyed it. Now time to have fun. Look, if we win 4-1, we win 4-1. I've seen some really strange comments over the day saying that
I've got a few messages as well.
Yeah, some of the fans are expecting us to be hammered, which I really don't get.
I've had a lot of people ask me if Garam Qual is going to play against Fulham. No, he's joining in January.
I don't think anybody listened to what Eddie Howe had to say in his press conference anyway when he said he's going out on loan, which means he's going out on loan. So it's listen to what people say. Ian says, evening, Paul, Billy, Alex, and Danielle, and of course the mods as well, who do a fantastic job.
Indeed they do.
Carlos says he might support Australia at the World Cup. Good evening, David. Evening, Steve. Rachel, good evening. It's exciting though, isn't it, Billy? I mean, he looks a talent, and I know people are saying, "Oh, don't get carried away, don't get carried away." But when you've got sides like Barcelona, etc., chasing them, that's the first thing. You know, it obviously tells you how good he is. But on the flip side of that, we've beaten a load of massive teams to this guy's signature.
Yep, and what we've seen him do to Barcelona in that pre-season friendly was probably the reason why they were after him so much. And it's like Danielle says, I think it's the track we're on now. You know, we're going to sign young, fantastic talent. I can't wait for the day where we all celebrate the good times with Qual and the gang on the pitch.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Quite a while.
Celebrate good times.
I have to correct Billy there as well. Surprisingly, we were actually tracking him long before that Barcelona game, so I've learned. Apparently, they were frustrated that he did so well in the Barcelona game because it made him more. It made more people aware of him. I didn't know that until today, but apparently we were tracking him before, and they were annoyed that the Barcelona match showed off his talents too much to the world. And they're like, "Oh God, we might not get a signature now."
And we managed it. Qual have interest in him anyway. That's exactly.
Yeah, we did Qual our interest in him, Billy. You're right. You're right. Oh, he's off already, isn't he? He loves this time of the week, does Billy Bob? He does. By the way, if anyone comes out with any daft sayings today, these are also, if there's daft sayings, or if you get a question wrong during Saint or Aint, you will hear this.
That's the noise I made in that program the other month, wasn't
it? The season review.
Yes. But if you get it right.
You've got to make sure you play both noises for yourself, Paul, as well.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I won't be cheering. I won't be getting the kids cheering at any time during this show tonight. I can practically guarantee that because I've had a Castori already, so I'll probably have a few more during the show. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Good evening, Andrew. I hope you're well. Jacka, evening team. Hope everyone's well. Chippers says the stallion. Lol. Well, Chippers, you know what it is, mate. Jealousy burns, sunshine. Jealousy burns. Samsonite says, even lads and lasses, hold the jokes for a few minutes. Blunt hasn't fully kicked in yet. Oh, dear God.
My God.
Oh, my God. Les says, evening all. Thank God it's Friday. Good evening to V. Intro is fabulous, says up the A1. What a class intro. Well done, Francisco. Thank you, Tom. Lots of people liking the intro. That's good news. Good news. Mason, good evening. Oh, hang on. I'm just going to put this up, right? Because this guy made a comment on the fan forum the other night on the video that we bully Archer. Now, I don't know who you are, but you're clearly a prick. And I'd just like to say that out loud because Archer is a good friend of ours. And
Very
it's
good
not
friend.
bullying. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
He is. And we see him all the time at the match and hang around, and he's a great guy. And Archer loves the banter, right? He deliberately comes on the show looking like he does. He deliberately grows his beard or his tash or wears something daft on the show because he loves the banter.
In his beard.
Exactly. So you, my friend, are, well, blocked. To be
Why would he
honest.
keep coming on? Why would he keep coming back if he'd been bullied? Absolute bollocks.
He's blocked anyway. He's an arse. But I'd just like to address that because I think he's already been blocked anyway.
We see him at matches all the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolute bell end. And yes, that's you, whoever you are. But you know, you come on with a false name because again, hiding. But there you go. Geordie Howayman loves the intro as well. Thank you very much. V says, "Oh, I missed the new intro." Oh,
play it again.
V.
Play it again.
Play it again.
You want to play it again? Well, we've got a lot more people watching now, so
play it again.
This is the new music to the intro, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where are we at here? Oh, I've lost it. No, I haven't. It's down there. Right. Those of you that missed the intro, we haven't got any animation for the intro yet. That has been worked on. But this is the music now for the new intro to Ttr Friday. And Francisco is going to do other intros for the other shows that we do, which is going to be incredible. So we can identify each show by its intro, which is brilliant. This is going to be Ttr Fridays.
Toon Army. It's time for football to take a backseat and make way for the banter, the laugh, the rants, and of course, the bullying that is Ttr Friday. And now, straight from Georgetown and other places around the kingdom, here are your hosts, the Stallion. According to Susan, that is, Paul Ditchburn, the Butcher, Billy Bob Trey, the Lady of the Luscious Lips, Danielle Lother, and the Statman himself, Alex Walker. Now, only one question remains. Toon Army, are you ready? Begin.
So there you go, guys. That is the new intro made by Francisco himself, and just an incredible job. It really does, and it sort of separates all the shows, which is going to be absolutely fantastic.
I feel like they might play that at the awards, you know.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Tim Ditchburn, lol, Paul, you're a Ditchburn like me. Wow, another Ditchburn. God help the world. The intro is absolute quality. I think that's yes. Andrew says that was superb. Oh God. Come on then. Alex has a joke, everybody. Alex has a joke. Now, yeah.
Brace yourselves.
Before we go there, Douglas has just sent in an $8.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Hello to all the TTR family, the mods, Billy, Paul, Danielle, Alex. Great intro to kick things off for a winning weekend. A 2-1 win tomorrow. Well, hopefully you're right. Right, come on then, Alex.
Well, it's not a joke as such. It's just really sad that the new FIFA came out today, obviously, and we might talk about that a bit later. But before I came on, I sold Matt Ritchie, and I was a bit. It took me by surprise that they play a cutscene on purpose of Eddie Howe shepherding him out the door.
I've seen that, yeah.
And he looks back really sad, and now I've got to buy him back because I feel too bad. I've shipped Matt Ritchie out, and he looks so sad. Now I'm gonna have to buy him back and just let him rot on the bench because I feel bad.
Oh dear. You had to get the music for that one. Yeah, absolutely. Mike says, hi, all, great start to a great show. Thank you very much. That is great. Welcome, team and mods. Great intro, says David. Mark says, good evening, you beautiful legends. Good evening, Mark. Samsonite says, Francisco, the man, the voice. Indeed. James, good evening to you. Jordan, good evening. Can't wait for tomorrow. Feels like a month since we last seen a Toon match. It does indeed. Oh, we're friends back again. Look at this. Weird drop for you.
What is he on about? Just go away.
He's
Obsessed.
What a one. Yeah, obsession. Do we look bothered? Are we bothered? Are we bothered?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Says good evening to all the TDR family, and that was a fab intro to kick things off. And come on to the Toon for tomorrow. Garan Kuol, come on, amazing signing. Hi lads and lady and the mods, says Jed. Needing a good laugh tonight. Been ill all week with the flipping cold. Oh dear.
I've got it now. I think.
Oh, have you
Sorry,
Billy?
Billy?
I think I've got a cold now because I went swimming earlier, and I don't think I dried myself properly. While I was there, incidentally, I had a sneaky piss in the shallow end. I did, and the lifeguard blew his whistle that hard, I almost fell in.
Oh my god.
To bring some normality back to that, I would like to say that being cold doesn't give you a cold either. It's a virus.
Yes,
You can't just get a cold by being cold. That's not how that works.
Absolutely. Thomas, welcome back, mate. I hope you're okay. Thank you for your 50 Danish kroner, buddy. Hiya, Paul, Danielle, Billy, and Alex. We'll be in tune in a week from now. Yes, you come to the Brentford game. Really looking forward to seeing you, buddy. By the way, can I just say, me and Michael did a very, 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 very good thing today, right? We were delivering some of the bags that the kids of clothes that the kids didn't want when we're moving to deliver them to the charity shop that Susan is manager of. So we pull round the back to obviously deliver the bags, and it's absolutely lashing down with rain. And there's a poor old lady stuck in the middle of the road on our mobility scooter. Now, it's obvious that the mobility scooter must have been fried in the wet weather or whatever, but this lady could hardly, I mean, she had terrible asthma. She was just, you could see her standing over the scooter, and then she just sat down as if she'd completely given up. So me and Michael, we got her into the car, put our mobility scooter in the boot, and took her home.
Oh, well done.
However, there's more to it.
Oh.
Michael couldn't shut the boot of his car because the mobility scooter was sticking out. So he said, because the lady said, I don't live too far from here, just around the corner. So Michael said, I'll follow and hold onto the boot so it doesn't fly up and let me drive his car. So as we're halfway getting there, the lady says, oh, it's right at the bottom, in the bottom estate, which is a good half mile from where we were.
Oh, no.
So Michael kept telling me to brake because I was going too fast and he was having to run. Exactly. Yeah. Look, I wish I'd filmed it because it would have been played on this show tonight. There is no doubt about it. But then I get there to the old lady's bungalow and I help her out the car. And then Michael eventually catches up, swearing very loudly at me.
Eventually catches up, but he's meant to be behind the car, not.
Well, he wasn't when we got there. He was at least, 300 yards behind. He was round the corner and far away.
Slow down.
Well, I was concerned to get the lady back in the warmth, right? So Michael eventually arrives, absolutely soaking wet, and we're both drenched because we'd been standing in the pouring rain helping out with our mobility scooter anyway. But we got her in there. We got her home, back in the house. And we came back and told Susan, and she just laughed and said, yeah, right. Doesn't believe us.
Oh.
So after helping that poor old lady, so sometime over the weekend, I'm going to pop Susan down with me and just make sure that she's okay. Oh. So I've done a good deed, and my fiancé just calls me a liar. It's just incredible. Anyway, V, thank you for your £4.49 super chats. I haven't seen what the comment is, but I'll get to it eventually. Don't worry. Jimmy, hello to you. Taking a break from my Ruts record for TTR Friday.
Oh.
Good band, the Ruts in the day. Oh, good band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, there's chickens, but we'll not get into that.
It's cock, you mean?
Cock,
next cock.
Yes. Andrew says we are building a dream team. Super Goomba. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to a great laugh, as always. Paul says, good morning, Toon Review from the Philippines. Cannot wait for a Newcastle win 2-0. Carlos says, I'm sat in front of a log burner, nice and cozy.
Good for you, Carlos.
Like, I'm in burner.
It's freezing here.
No, Susan's got the heat. I've got these lights blasting. It's warm. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. By the way, is anybody drinking tonight? What's the drink of choice?
I haven't opened mine yet.
I'm on the Katie Price. 7
Price? Oh. Dear God. Well, I've got half a McDonald's milkshake and a bottle of Pepsi Max, so there you go. We've got another £10 from Spike Milligan. Thank you very much, Spike. He says, can't wait for the other intros. Well, you'll hear some of the jingles later on when we do our little segments of the show, so I'm looking forward to playing them. David says, hi, you're all massive Newcastle United fan from South Wales.
Lovely for you, isn't it?
Lovely.
I knew you were going to do it. I knew Billy would do the accent. I just knew it.
Such passion.
I love the Welsh accent, me. I think it's class.
Whose coat is that jacket?
See, the only Tom Jones impression I do is, yeah!
What's the kidding?
To coin a phrase says, hi, everyone. New song for you. Kual Garang style.
It's class.
Oh, that
would be sick if that caught on.
Kual Garang style. You could just
Everyone
sing the
doing
whole...
it in the crowd.
The horse and James is giving it one.
Imagine if that's his celebration when he scores. Oh my god.
Oh, dear God. Dear God. Mark, I don't understand what this means.
For when you show
yes,
your ass.
for when I moon. Yeah, I just got that. Yeah. Vortex, good evening. Quality intro, Francisco. Nice one. Looking forward to the show. It's a highlight of my week, except for the matches. How are the lads? Soli says, hey, everyone. Feels like forever since I caught alive. Much love all and hope you're well. We are. Thank you very much. Great news, says Julie, getting this Australian wonder kid.
It is.
I mean, somebody put on social media earlier today, I think they put a picture of him up, and who's that knobhead that used to play for us, the kid who had all the gun problem and that?
Nile Ranger.
That's him. Comparing him to Nile Ranger. I mean, Nile Ranger was never a wonder kid. He had potential, but no. Cesare says, so what you're saying, Paul, when Eddie says that he's going out on loan, is that he's going out on loan, right? Yes, Cesare, indeed. Jackie says, I think he'll go to Barca on loan. No, that would be interesting. I can't see it, though. Geordie Howayman says, so desperate for any sort of win tomorrow. Rachel says, what an amazing intro. What more can we ask for the voices here? Or Rachel, just every time she's
be in the fridge.
Oh, she's at the fridge again. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All this after 14 years of shite, indeed. Mary says, evening, folks. Hope your weekend is going well. Tangy, good evening, buddy. When I seen our new Socceroo sensation in an Aussie football kit, I genuinely thought he looked like Pele. Did anyone see the clip of him playing for Australia against New Zealand the other day when he burst from his own half? I mean, how Australia didn't score there, I'll never know, but he burst out from it. Just incredible pace. Sean says Garang Kual will not have to go out on loan if he plays in the World Cup. Well, he's going out on loan. Eddie's said it. V says breaking out the classics with those sound bites, Paul. Indeed.
If we get some injuries and he's fit, they might keep him because of that. But yeah, he does need to go out. He's a development player. He's very young. So
imagine he rocks a World Cup up and, remember we'll think, Christ.
Yeah, if he scores 3 or 4 and looks like a beast and then Miggy gets injured for 3 months, then he might keep him. But 99% he goes out on loan, because we thought Anderson was going to go back out, and then he just kept scoring and scoring and scoring for Bristol Rovers, and then they were like, we'll keep him.
Indeed. Alfie, Alfie, he's got a feeling. Woo-hoo! There's going to be a high-scoring game. Both, I reckon, will be end-to-end. Samsonite says, what's this koala you're talking about? Oh, he's Danielle, you could adopt him as your little koala bear.
I could, indeed.
KB, good evening from Belfast. Hope you're well. Thomas says, so every time Cesare opens his mouth, that tune will sound. Indeed. Indeed. Daniel, my dogs are standing in front of the TV barking at your cat. Can't hear Paul.
Sorry about that.
Wow.
She's going to bed now.
Stu says, nobody bullies you, Archer. Indeed, they don't. Archer knows that anyway. Listen, Archer takes part in it, so
he loves it.
Yeah, exactly. Carlos says, my wedding anniversary tomorrow, 25 years. Bloody hell.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Absolutely. That's
unless you've missed the word of in out of that sentence.
25 years off, bloody hell. Yeah. I'm sure he didn't, Billy.
I'm sure
His
not.
wife might be watching.
Then,
Behave
in that
yourself.
case, then my condolences.
Andrew says Archer is great crack. Indeed, he is.
He is.
Ronald says Robinson Crusoe's washing had to be done by Friday. I don't understand that. Have I missed something?
Who's Robinson Crusoe's island mate?
I don't know.
Man, Friday.
Oh.
I mean, it weren't the greatest, but it was quite witty in its own little way.
Indeed. Oh my God damn it! These little black flies are doing my napper.
Oh no.
Les says, when Paul said Roger the... Oh, do we have to go there? Roger the Todger last night, I was waiting for Billy to say Saint or Aint.
Good thinking. I wish I didn't know.
Yeah. Gary says, Carlos, commiserations. Up there one says, Archer is so funny, especially when he saw him at the match with his Scottish hat on.
Oh, he's you know what? He's a lovely, lovely, lovely lad. Like, just he's got time for everybody. I just think he's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm good pals with Archer, so they say what they want. He's just a bell end, to be honest, that guy, whoever it was. Trying to get him 5 minutes of fame. Susan says, brilliant intro. Good evening, Mrs. Toon Review from behind the curtain. Geordie Kev says, oi, lads and lasses from Nelson, New Zealand. A rare live experience. Well, do they say good day in New Zealand, or is that just an Aussie thing? I've probably started another war there, haven't I? Yeah. Brilliant intro, says Mark. Peter, evening all, looking forward to another great show. Rachel says, having a moment. She's at the fridge as we speak.
See? Told you.
Mason said, that's one hell of an intro. Evening to Jim. Tangy says, and the stat man himself, Alex Walker. Bravo, Francisco. Yeah, it's proper, like, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Stu says, Alex has a joke. I'm turning it up. It wasn't much of a joke, was it? No, it crashed and burned, I think, there, Alex. To be honest,
it wasn't meant to be a joke.
But you said you had a joke.
Well, it was a FIFA funny. It wasn't a joke.
No, a joke is something like, what do you call a snowman with a suntan? A puddle. That's a joke.
Barely.
You got to play the sound, mate. I'm sorry.
You've
got to play it.
Disappointing to get that kind of reaction. But there you go. Mike says, come on, Francisco. You have the voice as well as the looks of Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I can't be more envious. Andrew says, pissing myself laughing, mint this show. Like, thank you, Andrew. Steve says, speaking of Castorius, has everyone else been getting emails they allegedly subscribed to from the Rangers store?
Yeah, go on, Alex.
Giving up, unsubscribing, and just marking as spam.
That
Alex,
was one of my shamed
problem
from ages ago, wasn't it? I did that as a segment. Yeah,
you did.
No, I agree. I don't care about Rangers. I know a lot of people do. I don't. And when I subscribe at the NUFC club shop. I don't expect to hear about Rangers. We generally type the little information into their little iPad because we want offers for the NUFC store, not for another club in another country in another league.
Well, I don't know whether you guys can remember. Can you remember when the silver training top came out all those many months ago? And I bought it on the day of release.
And you got it in the lower
another
price.
Email from Castoria today saying it won't be delivered until between the 10th and 20th of October.
They were in the club shop last match.
I still don't have it.
Not that nice, to be honest.
Well, it's absolutely disgusting, really. It really is.
I mean, it's absolutely abysmal customer service. So, I mean...
They'll bin them off soon.
They need binned off.
They have to be binned off. They can't keep these guys. They really can't.
We mentioned at the takeover that this was their chance for Castore to shine. They could try and step up, and if they do a good job, the owners will keep them on. And they've crashed and burned, as you rightly said. So they've stuffed it.
Basil Brush, good evening. Hope you're well. Tom says there was someone showing Almiron getting sold yesterday. Miggy looked absolutely gutted.
Aww.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, those animations are horrible, man. I can't sell anybody.
That is so harsh. It's like escorting them out of the building.
Have you seen the original Hulk where he sort of looks back and then walks off it? It's like that. They walk off. It's horrible. I can't do it. I can't sell anyone.
It's mental. It's just like, I thought, bloody hell, that's like sacking someone and showing them out the door with the security guard. It's really harsh.
But it's Eddie Howe and an assistant walk them to the door, and then they
brutal.
go out the door
Brutal.
and they look back, and then they go, and then Eddie Howe looks at the assistant like all forlorn. It's terrible.
don't you play FIFA 23,
Oh,
Danielle?
no.
You
And they look back as well. They look back.
Yeah.
And it's like,
They do. They look back.
Oh,
Daniel,
that's
you wouldn't
awful.
be able to sell anyone. I'm struggling.
Oh dear.
I've not even been able to sell Gillespie yet, and I don't see why he's even a footballer.
Just imagine if there was a tear coming down their eye as well as they turned back and looked at you.
Oh.
Oh dear. Julie J says, anyone see Bruno playing FIFA 23 beating Sunderland 3-0? Yeah, that's across the whole of the board.
And he scored with
Julie
himself as well.
Julie says, oh God, Paul now
I've
has
done that a few
access-
times, Alex.
Yes, Julie, I do have access to sound effects, incredibly. Les H, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, I love this show. Thank you very much, buddy. Up there, one says, hi, Susan. Good to hear that Paul is next to you now. That's obviously just in case I topple over again. Hopefully won't happen.
No.
Some people are really sad and have no life, unfortunately, says Julie. Indeed. Living in the basements. Stu says they should do a cutscene for Fraser and Longstaff leaving, Eddie taking their luggage to the airport himself. Dear me.
Tough.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. Steve says, I see there's a village missing a key member. Yes, indeed. I've heard that joke before, Billy, says Gary.
Yeah, they can't all be unique, Gary.
Well, Jim's just choked on his dumpling. I'm pleased he said his wife's amazing stew, or I'd be questioning what dumpling he's actually choked on, you know what I mean?
And if you do that, you can throw some tips my way.
I can send you some Manscaped your way as well, Jim. Tom says, start taking zinc and vitamin C tablets. I take them from September through to April. Lessens the chance of getting a cold. And if you do get one, it's lighter and clears up quicker.
They did that in Poland. Everybody I knew in Poland just hammered vitamin C in the winter. Just hammered it. So much of it.
I'm going to do that, you know. I'm
I
definitely
might as
going to do it.
Yeah. Big Scott says,
Do you know what it is, right? Do you remember last year when we got that horrible cold? That's like a year ago. I can't believe it. It feels like forever, doesn't it? Since last
because
October.
Dave got it, didn't he?
Yeah,
And I don't think he ever. Well, I don't think Dave ever recovered from it. Bless him.
No, but it went through the whole team, didn't it? It was awful.
I mean, I never mentioned when I had it.
I mean, obviously, you know, you're not one to say when you're not well, are you? You know.
I just got on with it, you know. Just. Big Scott says, "Ooh, dropping viewers. Ooh, you bullies. It's a Friday night, Mab. You."
Oh God.
Of course, we ain't going to have the same viewers as a Tuesday. I'm 2 Hollywoods away from can't nuke myself. Dear God. That's one way of sticking up for the channel, I guess. Andrew says, is this a sketch from Some Mothers Do Have Them? Oh, God. Oven Chip says, hold on, you kidnapped a woman, Paul. Susan Blink twice says, this is how Paul met you too. Paul Fritz. What the? I'm not having that. That is just Oven Chips, I could fall out with you. I'll never eat another oven chip again in protest. Wow.
They're better fried anyway. You're not missing anything.
Well, yeah, very well. Steve says, look out, the cock's out again. Even you, Paul, couldn't make that one up. Francisco says, hey, chat, more surprises coming. So stay tuned. Thanks for the encouraging comments. Thanks to all of us. And of course, our great hosts. We'll take this show to the top.
Is he Australian then, Francisco? I didn't know that.
Oh, piss off, Billy. That wasn't. If you thought that was Australian, then there's something wrong going on between your ears, man.
I think we need to get Francisco a contract, don't you?
I'll do
and
as
make
well.
him make him Toon review exclusive.
Yes,
right.
Because I know Paul Gallant was sniffing around him for doing stuff on his YouTube channel. Gallant, do one, right? Do one, son. He's ours. Belongs to TTR.
No one watches
Francisco, anyone gets in touch, it's a no, right? This is exclusive deal, and you don't want to upset us and fall out with us. So there you go. You are the man.
The man.
The man. Geordie Howeman says, I had a power cut 3-hour power cut earlier. Thankfully, back on in time for TTR. Good man. Tom says, Jimmy was tweeting about Buddy Guy yesterday. He's clearly got musical taste.
Oh, yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
Some of his tweets, some of the music he likes is right out of my collection, to be fair.
I know, but did you see Roy Caviani's wall dedicated to Michael Jackson?
Yes.
He did, yeah.
Holy
Outstanding.
shit.
Brilliant.
I mean, that was quite impressive, if I do say so myself.
Mm.
No,
On the wall more than off the wall, obviously.
I mean, it could be worse. He could have had a wall dedicated to Chris Wood, his best mate. So, I mean...
Indeed, yes. That would have been a little bit more scary, I think, to be fair.
He'd have missed the wall if it was Chris Wood.
Yeah. He would actually. Yeah. V says she's drinking 7-Up as well, Billy.
Good
Fantastic.
choice.
Fantastic.
Hi, everyone. See Mike Dean is on VAR tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Susan says, ooh, just noticed the new backdrop. Very nice. They talked about my arse or the backdrop of this.
Oh, no. We're not having any of that.
Hey.
4-1 tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Okay. Jeanette Johnson, thank you for your £5 super chat. Hi, everyone. What's Alex doing for his birthday? It's mine too. I'm going to watch an Elvis show, but it's at the Sunderland Empire.
Well, he's still alive in Sunderland, isn't he? So probably a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But listen, Alex is coming up here for the weekend. I know that, and I think we're doing something on the Sunday with him, aren't we? So looking forward to that. Wagner, good afternoon from Brazil. Lost my best friend today, my dog. Hope for a nice win tomorrow. Wagner, so sorry to hear that, mate. It's been a while since we've heard from you, actually.
I've been through that myself, mate. It's a horrible, I know, but just think of the good things, good times you had with him.
It is absolutely awful. So we've all been there, unfortunately. But that is part of owning a pet, I guess. Sometimes that it's the hard part. Yeah. Yes. Cover Dipsy. But you know what? If you for me, go out and get another one, and you'll always have that special partnership. Dogs and cats, etc., just fantastic companions, and I will always have a dog, no matter what, no matter how hard it is to say goodbye to one. There is, having a dog is just incredible. Michael, thank you very much for your £20 super chat. Michael Marston, he's obviously got back home now with a comment saying he's still drying off.
Bless him.
Yeah, he did actually have to. He had to borrow one of my shirts because his shirt was just literally so wet he couldn't keep it on. Just awful. Jody Howeman says, I spent a bit of time in New Zealand a few years back. They thought I was Welsh.
Wow. Leave the sheep alone then.
Oh,
Really?
Susan says, it was the way Paul said the story to me, with Michael running behind the car. Look, I'm not going to, I will admit it was like a scene out of Your Worst Nightmares Baywatch, but I wish I'd filmed it. I really do. Does anyone know why he can't get a work permit now and what's the rules? I have no idea. Alex, do you?
It's to do with, I'm not sure he can't get a work permit right now. I think it's just because I think it's his 18th birthday. I think that's why they've been able to do it. I didn't look too deeply into it, to be honest, but I think it was something to do with him turning 18. And then the visa is to do with, to get clearance for that, he would need international caps or a requisite amount of international caps to qualify, which is why he got fast track through to the Socceroos anyway. I think that was part of it. And to be fair, I think he's good enough anyway to be in that squad, so it's very fair. But I think it's a case of he's just very young, and part of the contract, maybe him signing now, was him staying there. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's just all been done above board and the way it was meant to be to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, basically.
Indeed. Wagner says, thank you all for the kind words. It's been very hard. I really do appreciate it. Cancer is a devastating disease. I couldn't let her suffer anymore. And you've done the right thing, Wagner. That's what you need to keep in your mind. You've put her out of the suffering, and that's you should be applauded for that, no matter how hard that decision is. Francisco says, well, if Arteta can play a 15-year-old, why can't we play our youngster? Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
If they're good enough or they're old enough, simple as that. I like coffee. Good evening. Hope you're well. Ice Hawk says, good afternoon from Texas.
Yeah,
do
but
go
that
around the world
15-year-old
on
will probably go out on loan. It's because he's really young.
Alex, you do realise you're talking over Billy's moment.
Sorry.
Whistling
No,
the
I
Dallas
was
tune.
just whistling Dallas. It was either that or shoot a president.
I'm just trying to think and give him a good answer for that because it's. Like, I'm not sure they can loan someone out at 15. I think he might have just been in the academy anyway.
We better get Prince Andrew on the case.
Oh God!
Jingle, please.
Lord.
I'd imagine that lad's probably going to go out on loan in January or next year. He was probably part of development in the academy. So it's not to say that he's now going to be in Arteta's plans. Definitely from now. He probably appearance.
Seattle Geordie, thanks for your $5 super chat. He says, hi all, Carry On actor Sid James died while performing at the Sunderland Empire. Just saying.
Apparently he haunts the Sunderland Empire as well, apparently.
Really?
So fucking Derek Okora said, but
Oh,
well
God.
Sam. I should have called that Bat Sam, shouldn't I? And I could have been looking around going,
Very
Sam.
rude, him, you know, very rude. Very rude.
Is he?
Derek
Maybe he's been
Okora.
possessed when
he's dead now. Yeah,
When he
very
was
rude
alive,
now.
he was very, very rude. Very rude. Yes.
He used to
Well,
make
he
out
might
he was
not be
taking
dead,
over
Billy.
long here, wasn't he?
Him and Sam might be just, saunting around, enjoying the afterlife somewhere.
Very possibly. Could be here
Who
with
knows?
us now.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
Derek? I Like Coffee says, I'm going to keep rewinding the new intro after the stream because absolutely brilliant vocals from Francisco. It certainly is. Does anyone know out about that lad from Juve? We're in January. Juve?
No.
Lad from the only person from Juventus we were interested in was Rabiot. Unless there was another one I've completely forgotten. No, I think Demiral had moved, hadn't he? I think he went to Atalanta.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Centre half, yeah.
Can't think of anybody
George
else.
says, I think Garang has to go out on loan to a European team to get points towards his visa. I think it was something like that. Luke says, seamless link with Ukraine winger Mikhailo Mudryk from Shakhtar. Not sure if there's out in it. Well, it's picked up a little bit of pace, that actually.
There's a lot in it, to be fair.
Yeah. Ryan says, Alex, you better get practicing on FIFA, mate. Otherwise, I'll batter you 5 or 6-0.
Oh, yeah, we'll go.
I could see Ryan being guided to the exit door.
Yes, indeed. Keith, thank you for another $10 super chat out there in the States. Dogs are the best. Always boxers. Had 4 and 1 4.
Put your teeth in. Didn't happen.
Had 4, 1 at a time during a period, lost 2 within a year of each other. Have my 5th now. Got all the others' paw prints tattooed. Will never not have a boxer. I love boxer dogs, I really do. But Susan thinks the man eaters, unfortunately. Jed says, think Toon in for Santos from Brazil. He's only 18 as well, looking good for the future. It is incredible, Billy, isn't it? I mean, we are really building for the future.
Yeah, I've started following those two, Santos and both of them, the one from Santos and the one from Vasco da Gama. I've been watching both of them just in case.
Long-term investment is fantastic. It's something we haven't done for years. It's something that's important. All the top clubs do it. Man City do it. Liverpool do it. Why can't we do it? And we seem to be getting the ones that are really highly rated, which is fantastic, isn't it? Just can't wait for the future to come.
Well, it might be sooner rather than later because the Brazilian leagues are all ending in November because of the World Cup. So once that Brazilian league is finished, we might get some interesting chatter throughout the World Cup or after it going into January. So we'll see if there's been a lot of talks about some of these Brazilian youngsters. So we'll see if there's any truth in it come January.
Well, somebody wants to come and say hello.
Hiya.
Hello.
Lily.
Oh, bless her. You should not look like Susan.
Oh, no. I know. Well, there you go. It's a moment of fame.
Bless her.
Anyway, where do we get? Malk says, I love Bluto. Don't think anyone could bully him. Bluto. Absolutely. And did you notice when we said Bluto, he laughed like mad as well because he loved that joke. Mrs. Up the Way A1 celebrating 29th birthday of a kidney transplant.
Wow.
On Tuesday, just
Brilliant.
gone. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. Paul says, I have a cockerel call for an alarm here in the Philippines. It's 25 degrees now. Great intro to the TTR Friday. 25 degrees. It's about minus 25 outside at the minute. David says, was it Archer I saw in the background when you did match day interviews last match? Yes, it was, but I also had Archer on before the match. Funny enough. The Bluto comparison was awesome. It was. Cesare says that joke from Alex made me soft. Tom says, my bad joke. What do you call an Australian drink? Coca Koala. Oh, God. Julie's apparently still getting Rangers emails as well. Francisco says, I think I've committed a sin by sending Paul the sound effects.
Not at all. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I'm getting asked to play them. I'm getting asked to play them, so there you go. Ryan says Koala is going to put every defender in his pouch. Susan says they're fantastic, Francisco. Yeah, Susan's heard all the jingles. Right, we'll do one now because it would normally be time for Danielle's rant, but she's not going to do one again this week.
Not angry?
She's not angry, which makes it such a nice change. So, again, if you have any agony aunt questions for Danielle, please do fire them into the comments and she will answer them as best she can. But if she was having a rant today, this is her new jingle for it.
Now the Toon Review gets ready to hear how she really feels. Let's get ready for Danielle's rant. What? Oh yeah, you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our ambassador and the voice of reason, Danielle Lawther, with the State of the League.
I love that.
There you go.
Grandiose springs to mind. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So that would normally be Danielle's rant if she actually had one, but she doesn't have one tonight. So
we'll see how tomorrow goes for next. Oh, but next week there's a party though. Next week, isn't it?
Well, we're having a takeover party next week, so they'll. I don't know how people. Danielle may be pissed. Billy may be topless. I mean, we just don't know what goes on in the. Alex wasn't unfortunately with us back then when we had the takeover. So I think it's Alex.
I have seen the stream.
Yes, well, I think we've watched it quite a few
Well,
times.
I'll be up in the northeast on Friday, so on the takeover day. So I don't know if I'll be on or from where I will be on. Or if I
don't care where you are, you will be on. You've got to come.
I'm getting some Nosecco.
No, Danielle, you need not alcohol free shit, right? No.
You can have some pro Seco.
A few brown ales being sunk that night, Billy Bob.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes, absolutely. Ronald says the silver Toon away strip in the 80s was my favorite ever. Yeah, I loved that. I really did. I loved it when we brought it back a few seasons ago. But unfortunately, they don't keep it, and I'm disappointed. Really, I did like that. David says story on matters. Extra large too tight. Shop assistant. Try a different extra large. Fitted. Well done. No quality control. They've got to get rid of them. Got to get rid of them,
isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, it's shocking. It is
nothing. You could take the whole reel, couldn't you? And then just try every single one.
Absolutely. Seattle Geordie, thank you for another $5 super chat. He says, for your information, did you know dogs' noses are like human fingerprints, all different?
Aww.
They all feel the same, no?
Wet.
If
they're not wet, they're not very well.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you for your $5 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. Big thanks to you all, mods, riffraff in the chat, those who continually make me smile and laugh. Thank you very much, Mike. Gareth says, what are we on now, Paul? World War V?
At least.
Well, I think it's at least World War. I think there's a few World Wars gone on. Ryan says, Paul, when you're making the pro clubs team, I can fill in at right back. Tom says there was someone on another channel took their shirt back to the club shop as it was too small. Neck size was too big. Yeah, it's the same. It's obviously the same person.
Wow, that's nuts.
Tom's brother's in the chat. How is everyone doing?
Congratulations for your shirt, Jason, by the way.
Yes. Oh, we've got Chipper's sights in again.
Oh,
Julie
God.
J says, yeah, I might do that as well. Go back to taking vitamin C. It sounds like a plan. Carlos says, Paul doesn't mention when he's ill.
Never.
Christ,
I've never
no.
heard him once say.
Paul's
Ever?
professional.
I just throw myself to the floor and lie there for a while.
Mm.
But I never mentioned about that either.
No, never.
Jules, I'm not multitasking either before you ask. Andrew says, pissing myself that quality. I didn't enjoy that Fritzl joke at all. I thought it was disgraceful. Sue says, the mods are very quick to delete the sexy ads. I didn't quite catch all that number. Dear me. Thomas says, almost the canniversary, peeps. 1 week to go. How will you celebrate? Well, we just said there, it's going to be a good night on here. Dave says, evening all, happy start of the weekend with Newcastle signing a future talent, which a lot of clubs were looking at. Tony says, I thought it was a Welsh accent, to be honest. Give over. That was an American accent, not a Welsh accent. I cannot do a Welsh accent. I'm really bad at a Welsh accent, I have to say.
I'll be there now.
Billy, I see what you've done tonight. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. You haven't got your green screen on. Oh. Francisco says, don't worry, I belong to TTR.
Yay!
There you go. Brilliant. And he's also sent in a $5 super chat as well. So thank you as well, Francisco. Paul, let me know if you want something special for the takeover anniversary and when you need it by. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, I think we could definitely do something for the TTR Friday anniversary, yeah, without a doubt. But Francisco is the man that he just makes them up. He just makes them. And it's absolutely brilliant. V says Michael is still drying off, and so is Rachel. Oh dear.
God.
Wow. Tom says Iron Brew 1901 for me, like proper Iron Brew used to be before the sugar tax. Tony says my ex-wife's sister was nicknamed 7-Up for some reason. Oh God. Has Rachel been in the shower, V? I don't think that's what you meant by that.
No.
Annie's in the house. Good evening, Annie. Steve says I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't have the patience. Oh, they're all coming in now. V says, I just mean it's been wet today, and no doubt she's been caught in the rain. Cesare is obviously going elsewhere with that. Soli says, I love my cat. She's my absolute bestie. And for some unknown reason, dotes on me.
Oh, mine's the same.
Susan says, Michael, you shouldn't go chasing after old women in cars. Dear me. Oh, God. Mark Danny, hope you're well. Good evening. Tell Michael to bring his trainers tomorrow for your granny napping. Oh, come on.
You know what he needs? He needs some Heelys. So, you know, like when he's hanging on to the end of the
I'll
car.
tell you what he was wearing. Crocs.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
He don't go anywhere without his Crocs.
No.
Well, I think the amount of puddles that he fell in might just change his mind on that if it's ever wet again. Paul Galland, very good evening. Get off Francisco, or I will remove your glasses. Tony Hunter says Australia isn't a Class 1 league and he doesn't have enough caps. That's why. Interesting. Stu says the Toon review needs a jingle for when Annie is on the show. I've no idea what could be used though.
No, same.
Haven't a clue. Really don't know. There are two shows running at the same time here, the hosts and the chat. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. We're all a big family, and everyone seems to know each other now in the chat, don't it? It's crazy. But if you do enjoy the show, guys, please hit that like button. And also, if you're new and like it, please subscribe. Okay? Very, very, very important that you do that. It's free to do so. And also, if you want all your Newcastle United gossip, news, commentary, everything, this is the channel to be at. So please do hit that subscribe button. Trying to get up to 14,500 subscribers, which would be incredible. So help us get there. Thank you very much. And as usual, if you'd like to donate to the show tonight, just hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments. That will send you through that way. And you can become a member of the Toon Review as well if you hit that join button just underneath the video. And we do merch. I don't know whether anybody knows, but we do merch. And this is where you can find the merch.
So let's get down to business.
I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it.
down to business.
So there you go. The toonreview.co.uk is the place to go if you want your merch.
I'm going to have to buy some more.
Well, it's not my fault you smash it up, Danielle.
Wasn't my fault.
Oh. All right, Suzanne, we need to get Danielle another cup. Anyway, Roy, good evening. Hi, all. The weekend has finally arrived. Laura is running the London Marathon on Sunday. Training done, and she's ready. Although a little nervous, but she'll be fine. All in aid of muscular dystrophy.
Good luck,
Now, if you
Laura.
can remember, we had Laura on the show talking about that, and we'll hopefully get her back on after she's done the marathon. But listen, Roy, family, best of luck to Laura for the London Marathon. I'm sure she'll smash it and raise some fantastic money for an awful disease. So best of luck, Laura, and we're all rooting for you on Sunday. So enjoy it and raise lots of money and have a good time down there. So best of luck from all at the Toon Review. A big round of applause, I think, for Laura.
Absolutely.
Just to give her some a boost. We're all behind you, Laura. So kick the marathon's ass. Julie J said she did see Cinderella panto at Sunderland Empire as a kid. Benny and Deance from Crossroads.
Of course.
Do you remember Benny? Benny used to wear that. Used to wear that hat, didn't he? And he used to like, yes, I don't change the light bulb.
Miss Diane.
Miss Diane, yes, I'm scared of everything. Dave Bowman, thank you for your €5 super chat. Flying over to the Brentford game next week, hoping to be back from injuries. Gutted, might even see Isak, but can't wait to get back over. Well, from the way Eddie was talking today, it doesn't sound like that it's too bad for Isak, and he could actually be back next week. I mean, he did mention Fulham, but he said that would be a push. I don't think there's any chance in hell of him being available for that, to be honest.
No.
But the chance that he's coming back will be quite good. Alfie says Billy's on fire tonight. Well, he always is on the Toon Review Ttr Friday. He really is. John says, nice using the background. Indeed, John, thank you very much. Just giving it a try out. John, of course, was the man responsible for my backgrounds. And now if I move out the way.
Ooh.
Wicked.
So, yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. Very, very talented. Now the pugs are sitting in front of the TV, tilting their heads at Billy whistling.
Bless them.
Well, there you go. It's just like Billy can talk to animals.
Well, I've been told I do little at work, so maybe that's probably true.
Oh, dear. Annie says, or as Prince Andrew says, if he's old enough, he's good enough.
Oh.
What am I shaking my head for? What am I shaking? I've just said the same joke.
No, yeah. Susan says you've done a brilliant job, John. Love them. So does Francisco. Thank you very much. It's nice if people, help out in the background behind the scenes, they're kind enough to donate some of the time to make these things. It really is incredible kindness. So thank you very much. Soli says that Mudryk is one of the best wingers in the world, or at least has the potential to be. Indeed. Ronald says, how can the Aussie young'un play in Europe, though? I voted Brexit, but is it out to do with that? I think it is.
Props.
I think it's good. I mean, Alex looks as puzzled as...
I don't understand the question. Immigration is still legal. There are still...
Yeah, but I think since Brexit, it's different rules now, and I don't know...
Yeah, but he's not European, is he? So it wouldn't matter anyway.
The international immigration, but how people from outside the EU immigrate to the UK, I don't think it's changed. I think it was more about, well, maybe it has changed, but I think it was more to do with Europe. So,
Indeed. Francisco says, Paul, why are you drinking soda? What happened to the fizzy water? Well, I don't have any left, is the answer to that, Francisco. I will be getting some. Soli says, hi, Lily. Geordie Howayman says, never wish your life away, but can't wait to see us in 3 years' time. Absolutely. Bless her, says Francisco. Little Cutie says V. Hi, Lily, from the whole Toon Review viewing family. Annie says, Hull 0, Luton 2. Lansbury scored a worldie. No, I'm not having that.
I hate Lansbury.
I can't stand the little
cheating thing.
What? Locatelli is from Juve is the player we might be looking at. Oh God, John Sinclair will be orgasmic if we got Locatelli.
You'll just say, you know what he'll say? No, you'll never come here.
No, he'll never come here. Never come here.
Yeah.
No. Mandy says, I just love this show. Thank you, Mandy. Dave says, can't remember name, but he's 25, 26, not featured so much for Juve and contracts over in the summer.
That's a lot of people because they've been hourding talent over the last few years. I can have a look.
Absolutely.
Well, he played in the European
she was lovely,
Championship
Paul.
side, didn't he?
Yeah.
He won in last week's squad, so I don't think he's been playing for Juve by the sound of things.
I never laugh anywhere ever than I do on here on a Friday night. Thank you, Andrew. Well, you've got, Billy to thank for that because he's just off on one again, really. Heavy rain here, Jim, blowing a gale. I didn't know you were on Coronation Street, Paul, and doing that sort of thing to poor Gale. My goodness me.
I told Brian. Oh, he's been dead years, hasn't he?
Brian?
Oh my God, remember him?
Back?
Flipping heck.
Jesus, wept.
Do you remember Ivy, her lips? Sorry, Danielle. Nothing to do with that.
Don't you? Honestly, don't you laugh?
I said nothing. I said nothing.
You know what you are? You're a rumour starter, you. That's what you are. Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed, Billy? You make the joke, I get the flack.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be a joke to make if it wasn't for you, would it?
Probably would have mentioned it.
Honestly, you sound like that bloody thing out of the Muppets.
Wow.
That chef's little mate. I can't remember what the Muppets call. You know that one that just goes. Moving on. Wagner says, I watched the Santos game. Angelo was great and possibly the best player on the pitch. His dribbling skills are so soft and precise. It's very impressive for his age. Roque is better, though. Ronald says, knee rant about Gareth Southgate, Danielle.
Nah, kind of about that. I wouldn't waste my energy on him.
And Rachel's also asking, Danielle, did you finish watching The Crown?
Yes, I did. I finished watching it the other day, so now I've got to wait until November.
9th of November, indeed.
Brilliant.
But Handmaid's Tale's got a new season now. Anyone watch The Handmaid's Tale?
No.
Fantastic. Seriously, watch it. It's brilliant. I thought that.
Not my jive, Billy. Not my
Seriously,
jive.
I thought, no, I'm watching that shite. I watched one and I was in. Couldn't help myself. Really good.
Might try it.
Oh, God. Susan says she'll be on the Blue Wicked next Friday,
Listen,
right? I'm not broadcasting from here then. I'll be somewhere in the car on a high hill next to a television mast just so I can get a signal. Jesus Christ. Two of them bottles and Susan will be just, I need water, Paul. I need some water. Yeah. Tony says Danny needs to be mental like she was on the night.
Well, I'll try, but I mean, I don't know if I could go to that level again. I mean,
just get some crumpets and you'll be all right.
I don't know. I mean, that's what it took. A lot of buttered crumpets. Awful. To be honest, I'm actually surprised I'm still got a job after that, to be fair, but you know.
Gary says, have we got a takeover jingle, Paul? No, but I'm sure Francisco's working on that as we speak. Dan says, any rant about the journals trying to trip up War Eddie about the England job?
I didn't say it.
Yeah, well, he just dismissed it. He said, it's not even on his radar. He said,
he said, never say never. That's what he said.
Yeah, but he's bound to say that. I mean, as a manager, you never say never for the international job. But he's
silver
still very
lining.
young.
It means the journos have turned on Southgate.
Absolutely,
that's true.
And Eddie did say, he did say, look, at the end of the day, I'm focused on Newcastle and winning things. So there you go.
Well,
for Southgate saying that Trippier is a better footballer than Trent as well. Ha 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 to all you Liverpool fans.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah, Liverpool fans. And
they deserve that sound because a lot of them have been sending very rude messages to a lot of very nice people on our Twitter and social media.
They have.
It's not our fault Southgate said it. Get over it. Go and email Southgate if you don't like it.
Yeah. Soli says, dear Danielle, I have watched your eyes light up every time graphics are mentioned. Please advise me how I could make War Lass look like that to me.
There you go.
Make some graphics. Speak to Alex and make a nice graphic and it'll happen.
Interesting. There you go. Tom says there was 2 silver 80s away, the one with the black pinstripes and the one with the half black, half white band. Both class.
Amazing.
Paul says takeover anniversary, can't drink, damn, up early for Saturday morning trip up. Mind you, bottle of champagne on Saturday night. Interesting. but when a human nose is wet, we are not well. That's it. That's a good point.
Good point.
Yeah. I like coffee says, just imagine Francisco's voice on the speakers at St. James's Park on match days.
Be class.
Yeah, well, we got there first. Macho Man Randy Chippers says, evening, chaps and ladies and Paul. Honestly, why do I bother? Rachel says, I like coffee. I'm just thinking of him saying my name. Oh, my God.
Dear me.
Rachel. Wow.
Hands above the table. Hands above the table.
Billy. Christ. I think Rachel's feeling the heat at the minute.
I think you will.
David says, hope the house move went well, Paul. Stressful time. It's not done yet, mate. I've got 2 days left before I have to hand the keys in for the old house. So that's why Billy's now doing the commentary tomorrow on the game. I will still be here for the review at 6:30, but Billy will be doing the build-up and commentary tomorrow because he's superb at it, and I don't have any problem with leaving that to Billy's capable hands, or dirty hands, whatever you want to call them tonight. Dave says, my birthday next Friday. Can't wait to pick up from where I left off last year. Oof.
Good man.
Anne says, I'm loving the new jingles. Great job. Great show. Thanks, Anne. Hope you're well. Carlos says, it will be like a pool with all the ladies there. I like coffee. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, dear.
That's terrible. Oh, dear me. Oh, look. Rachel, calm down. Wow. He's made a big impression on our Rachel. He has.
Absolutely.
Andres Santos scored yesterday as well. The problem with Brazilian football is even after the season finishes, they restart in January for the state championships, playing all the local teams. Too many games.
Good point.
Yeah.
Solly says, Paul, just throw a pair of wellies on stand in a field, then squeeze and squeal. Welsh accent completed. Tony says, TTR sounds like, oh, fair enough. Whatever. Great indoor by Francisco, by the way. Mark says, hypochondriacs, you lot have a couple of pints of snake bite and rub Vicks on your chest. Bugger the vitamin 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Vitamin C, but, you know.
There's nothing wrong with medicine if you're ill.
What?
There's nothing wrong with medicine if you're actually ill. It's not. There's no need to be, we don't apply ego. If somebody's ill, they can take medicine. It's fine.
He's joking, Alex.
No, I know.
You know something? If you put vapor rub on your feet and put socks on, it's meant to make you better.
It is.
Meant to clear the congestion.
It is, yes. As I'm just wrestling with a little midget.
No, I was going to say you're right there.
I am. I'm fine.
You got to be careful with Vicks, though, in case you scratch somewhere when you've had it in your hands.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, I've got a little story.
Oh God, brace yourselves.
Yeah, Raljic's involved, is it?
Back in the ice hockey days, right? If any new player came into the team the following season, within the first couple of games, he had to be initiated into the team. So we were away at Nottingham this one Saturday night, and the match finished, and he was getting showered, but we all had a plan. And so what happened was he came out with the shower, and we basically tied him to two hockey sticks in a crucifix shape, totally bollock naked. And there was a public skating session on in the ice rink after the match.
God.
So there's about 100 odd people skating around on the ice. But we also rubbed Raljex all over his testes.
That does not sound like...
And then we took him to the ice and literally just pushed him onto the middle of the ice. So he's literally in the middle of the ice with all these people skating around, and he can't get to his bollocks, which are probably on fire by then, and he's taped to a crucifix with two hockey sticks.
Oh my God.
Funny enough, he left 2 weeks later. He didn't really fit in.
I'm not surprised.
Surprising that, isn't it? Flipping it.
That's stag do, not sports initiation, man. You meant to drink a pint through a shoe, not destroy them.
Oh, yeah, no, this listen, it was a tough game. Malcolm says, evening all, I've never suffered from colds. Have a whole fresh orange and strawberry yogurt every morning.
Ooh.
I'm not keen on yogurt, I have to say.
I love yogurt. Mike
says, I heard Cesare was bitten by a shark, lost his whole left side. Surprised when he said he was all right. Yes. Julie says, click the subscribe button and the like button. Yes, please. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. Chipper says Crocs are a nightmare. Footwear shit. I've got a pair, and I think they're remarkably comfortable, quite frankly, for messing around the house and stuff. Except Michael goes everywhere in his. But listen, if they keep his feet nice and comfortable, then that's fine. They didn't keep them dry today. I guarantee that, though. Oven chips. What on earth?
Kill snatch.
Do you know what? I do a good deed and I get called a guilt snatcher. Didn't Fred and Rose go around in a car kidnapping women? That's a shocking thing to say. Do you know what? If I didn't know Oven Chips was a regular viewer, I'd have him blocked by now. But we've got to know his wit. What is David says, my pugs were depressed when our Bengal cat dropped down dead as they all went out into the garden. I was devastated.
Oh.
Wow. Get Francisco to say the subscription voice note. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Just play every now and again. Please like and subscribe. Oh.
He's not French.
It's not Elvis.
It's not Elvis either, yeah.
Oh, dear. Billy says, Paul, the least you could do is get Michael a TTR umbrella.
I know. I'd like a TTR rain jacket or something.
Yeah.
Or
says, when are the hoodies
a little
coming
umbrella
out?
hat.
I know. Well,
you can send Steve McLaren one.
Danielle.
I send Steve McLaren one, but then hide it.
I must admit, there was a lot of Chinese noise today when we were like having to move stuff in the rain. It was like, wah, wah, wah. It was terrible. Another war started, I guess so.
Yes.
V says, when are the hoodies coming out? Suzanne!
We're going to need a new job role. I'm going to have to be international relations manager as well.
Indeed. Stu says, good luck in the marathon, lass. Ashley 80 says, making me feel out to remember that program existed. Susan says, once the house move is sorted, we'll be getting the hoodie sample sorted. There you go. There's your answer. John says, Paul, I had an idea today. The shirt numbers in the frames could be changed to the man of the match contenders from the most recent game. I've already made 15 of the squad shirts, so easy enough to rotate them.
Wow.
Fair enough. That's not a bad idea.
I might ask you, John, for something, because I'm building my own background, like real life background, but it might be easier to have a green screen as well at some point when I'm bored. So yeah, we'll talk.
I mean, you're just going to pay your respects to the Queen for the next God knows how long, obviously, Alex.
Yeah, well, I've got it all down here. I've got tons of stuff to put up. I've got a couple of memorabilia books, historical books about the club. I've got the Bobby Robson scarf. I've got a shelf ready to go. I've got a frame shirt. I've got loads. I just need to get around to putting it all up. I'm just busy. Like this weekend, I'm busy, and then next weekend it's the takeover show. My birthday, I'm up in the northeast, so very busy.
There's a lot going doon. Tony says we know Alex and Danny are dwarfs. I guess without any evidence whatsoever that he is about 6'5". He? Who's he? The cat's father? So how tall is Billy?
7'8". Oh, sorry, I thought you said how wide is Billy? I'm 5'10.5".
Oh.
Well, don't forget the half. Yeah, don't forget the half.
I'll round up to 5'11" then.
Yeah. Ryan says, I want to get a mug, but I don't use mugs in general. All I drink really is water.
I mean, you can drink water out of a mug, mate. It's a container. We're not changing the liquid that you drink. Yeah. Just change the container. It's fine.
Absolutely. Right. It is now time for yet another segment of the show. And it is Stato's time to shame.
Ooh.
So, you just had to open your big damn mouth, did you?
What a shame.
Well, now it's time for all those know-it-alls out there.
A shameful display!
To get shamed by Stato.
No.
There you go. So, Stato, who are you shaming this week? Take it away.
I am shaming EA and the creators of FIFA for their shocking bias. For people out there who don't play FIFA, the video game. So it came out today. The official release was today, and obviously we get they wait till the transfer window's shut, and they wait a few weeks until all the squads are settled down, and then they release the game. So it was released today with all the new ratings. So we get to see. So for once, it's quite interesting this year because we get to see us, an improved version of our team. Or so we thought. It's not improved quite as much as we would have hoped. For starters, Karius doesn't have a face, which is really bizarre and has irked me severely. So Loris Karius doesn't have a face, who we've just signed, but I can choose the tension of the nets between regular, loose, and tight when I'm playing games. I can change the net tension, but my goalkeeper doesn't have a face. So that's just example one of why I'm really annoyed. Fraser, so basically players are rated out of 100, and overall of 100, 0 being, well, Harry Maguire, and 100 being, Pele mixed with Shearer. So Ryan Fraser rated currently an overall of 76. Joe Linton also a 76.
What?
Really, really frustrated me.
McTominay's 80, by the way. On the same.
He's
thing.
on. I've got a big list here. I've got a big list of funnies here. So that Aguerd guy, the West Ham centre back that they signed from Rennes in France, is 80, and Botman is also 80, despite Botman winning the league and playing in the Champions League. I'm a bit frustrated at that. Fabian Schär and Dan Burn are both rated 77 as centre backs. Do we remember how Everton did last year? Can anybody remember? It wasn't very well, was it?
No.
Almost got relegated.
Oh, well, yeah.
Boom, boom.
So Ben Godfrey, 77. Same as our centre-backs. Keane, 79, more than our centre-backs.
Wow.
Mina, 77, same as our centre-backs.
Wow.
Despite them arguably very close
Being
to being
terrible
relegated.
defence. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Coleman, 76. Emil Kraft, 74. I think he's been done dirty there. I think Kraft had a better season last year than Coleman.
Kraft's not even got a gold
ratings
card. Kraft's not even got a gold card. Is that what you're saying? He's a silver
Yeah, he's
rare.
74.
Fuck's sake.
Decore at 79, rated better in Everton's midfield than Joe Linton did, which I'm just offended by. El Nene at 76, rated the same as Joe Linton, because El Nene is as good as Joe Linton, apparently. Rob Holding, 77 centre-back. Rob Holding is as good as Fabian Schär and Dan Burn, apparently. According to
That's
EA.
outrageous. Like, who are these people?
As is Donny van der Beek, is also apparently better than Joe Linton with a
have a day
79,
off.
even though he's never played football or he's not played in 18 months. And we'll give you one more just because it's funny. Harry Maguire is rated 81.
Oh, my
I'll
God.
leave it there.
Wow.
I'll leave it there.
That's a disgrace to humanity.
EA, we've been done dirty. We've been done real dirty because we've got a better
Bollocks.
team than that.
Disgusting.
Well done, Alex. There you go. EA
Yes,
Sports.
well done.
Shameful. Apparently that Muppet's name was Beaker.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Danielle. Okay. Yeah, it was. We'll move on from Beaker, though. Good evening. Can he sign in that young lad, says Robert. Indeed. Simon says, why don't we stick the new lad on a dinghy? He'll be able to play straight away.
Press the button.
Press the button.
He was already at the club.
Oh, okay. You want the button? I didn't even get it. I don't know what that. I'm not sure. Maybe we will get a rant from Danielle after all. Might have been raining outside, but Danielle's face was that filled with thunder. Oh. Rachel says Handmaid's Tale is amazing. I'm not sure you're thinking about that film tonight, Rachel. I think you're thinking about Francisco walking in to fix your dishwasher. Newcastle are the new Dortmund, hoarding all the new talents. Love it. Yeah, definitely. Everyone is saying Wonder Kid, still unsure what his position is. Well, Eddie will find out.
He keeps coming on as a right winger.
Yeah,
that's for.
But he can play in the middle.
What are they called again? East something Coast Mariners.
East Coast Mariners.
Central
Coast Mariners. That's the one.
David says Ponton Pike, Paul, near a mast on top of a hill. Yeah, my grandma and granddad used to live right next to that. Many a time we've walked up to the Ponton Pike. Tony says, watch the House of Dragons. Avoid Rings of Power like the plague.
Or we can try both.
Yeah. Robert says, seen pics of the new training ground, looking well good. Such a transformation since the Ashley. It is looking good, actually. I've seen pictures myself. Liverpool fans need to calm down. Calm down.
All right.
All right. Chris says, Paul, you look like a vicar. Is that because of Pope or no Pope? A vicar? All righty then. Whatever. Right. It's now time for Billy and his beef.
Okay, Toon Army, get your plates ready, cause our chef is about to slice them, dice them, marinate them, and serve them hot. Let's get ready for Billy's beef.
There you go, Billy. Take your beef and cook it.
Well, I've got to say it was hard to find a beef this week. It wasn't until today when the Premier League awards came out. Now, Player of the Month and Manager of the Month. 2 games in September. Hard to find a Manager of the Month and a Player of the Month. But, of course, they switched straight to Old Trafford, didn't they? Manager of the Month, Erik ten Hag, on the back of a win against Arsenal, which was really a loss for Arsenal because Arteta lost the plot, and a win against Leicester, which is kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, that they've got Premier League awards for 2 games. And then Player of the Month, Marcus Rashford. Maybe interesting. So, yeah.
I'll find that all a bit bizarre, to be honest.
But to be honest, all the nominees were a bit bizarre, if I'm perfectly frank. I mean...
It's all corrupt.
Yeah, they had
Corruption
in there,
is
the
highest.
midfielder, and I just thought, well, and Jacob Ramsey at Villa, they've had 1 or 2 good games. It doesn't constitute a Player of the Month or a Manager of the Month.
No.
So it was ridiculous actually having the award in the first place, but of course they went straight to their favourites at Old Trafford and dished them out to them.
Agreed. Well said, Billy. Well said indeed. Chris says a herd of sheep in a field in Wales is known as a leisure centre. Oh, God. Another country we've started with. Oh, my God. Malcolm says, really enjoyed the show with Freya. Got a better understanding of the women's team now. Keep up the great work, team. Thank you very much. Creosote was the initiation policy in my youth. Bloody painful working at the zoo. Oh, dear. Yeah. Ab said, just trying to count how many laws your initiation ceremony broke. It was different times back then. Different times.
We had in my sports teams I was in, we had to do Edward cider hands, which is where they tape. You get 2 litre bottles of cider and they tape it to your hand so aggressively and then cut the top off, and they won't help you out of it until the cider's gone, basically.
Oh.
That's a sports initiation. I think that was a hockey challenge as well, I'm pretty sure, in Coventry.
Yeah, maybe.
All the initiations are not good. If
Samsonite
you're young and you
says,
go to uni, be careful with these challenges, kids.
Absolutely. Only people under 6 foot count in halves.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Every little helps.
John,
Again,
I'll pop an email to you, get some ideas together, buddy. So he says, yes, Stato, go on, son. I wanted Isak one to watch. Okay. Bruno's 69 pace is dreadful. Ryan says, Alex is a gamer that's put thousands of hours in the FIFA franchise. You can shame a million things. Bruno with a 2-star weak foot when he should be a 3-star.
He's a 2-star. Oh, my God.
The thing is, where do the programmers come from for EA Sports, for FIFA? Canada.
Yeah, it's all changing next year, though, isn't it? Apparently,
it's the last one, isn't it?
Well, fingers crossed it will be.
They're still going to be licensed and everything, but it's just going to be under a different name. And I hope. I just don't understand why EA in Canada don't get some proper football fans over to help them develop the game.
It might be because it'll split, won't it? Because you'll have two. They're both going to go away and make their own separate games. So fingers crossed that'll make some competition, and they will have to make the games better. Because one of them's going to die and one of them's going to win.
I think there's another football game due out as well soon. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's not eFootball. It's something else.
We need competition.
Yes, they do. It's not PES, but PES is now eFootball. There's I can't remember the name of it.
There's so much missing. Like you can actually choose your manager now when you go into career modes, and I wanted to choose Mourinho just because it was interesting. You can't. He's not there because of licensing issues. So,
yeah. Billy says, "Sorry, Danielle, I love you, but Beaker, that's funny."
That's not me, by the way. That's not me, by the way. That's another Billy.
Yes, it is.
You know when you give a kid blue Smarties and you wait a bit and then send them back to their parents and they go mental.
Yeah.
Paul just irritates Danielle all stream, and then I bet Lee gets the brunt of it once the camera shuts off.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh, yeah. But then when she does see me, she just punched me very hard in the arm.
Yes, for good reason.
Mm-hmm. There's someone coming over and saying, "Oh, I like your lips, Danielle," and I get punched in the arm for it.
Yeah, because
wrong in every way. Yeah. Abs says, strange place to make a footy game. Name me one Canadian who knows anything about footy. Evening, Ryan. Oh, dear. Stephen says, I love you guys. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah. Night of Knee Gaming says, actually 2 sheep tied to a lamppost and known as a leisure centre. As a Welshman, I find the thought of sheep in a field offensive.
I was going to say about Wales, that the height of fashion there is button down flies for your jeans because sheep can hear zips coming down. Press the button for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Soli says, if you actually made a Toon Review Pro Club, I would actually join, although I would be back and forth as I've been with the same club and guys for 15 years. I'm
going to pester him into doing a second channel and then we'll do fun stuff.
We Toon Review.
To be honest, Alex, right, I have been looking at the... because I've just found out that there is a possibility that I can play my Xbox on my iMac with the correct gaming card. Now, I've got the Camlink 4K. That works on the game capture software from Elgato, but there's no audio coming from the iMac. I have to put headphones into the Xbox handset to listen to any audio. So for some reason, but apparently there's an HD 60S Plus or something which I can get, which works, and it's also got the capture software. I can then play the games and actually release some FIFA videos. But I have to learn how to do all that. If someone knows,
any
because
tech
I don't really want a second monitor. If it plays through my iMac and I can get it going through my iMac, I'd rather do it on the one screen. So if anybody knows what I need, drop me an email or help me. Help me. Tell me what card I need, because the Camlink 4K that I use for my camera for this sort of streaming doesn't give me the audio. So I need to try. Apparently the HD 60S Plus card does work, but I need confirmation before I whack out 80 quid on it.
If you think you've seen Paul rage, wait until Connor Cody scores a hat-trick against him on FIFA.
Oh, listen. Rage will be through the way. I am shit at FIFA. I'll openly admit it. So anybody, Susan says, anyone know what Paul's going on about?
No.
There will be, Susan. You might be graphically tech savvy and all that, but listen, I'm savvy in other areas. Yeah, baby. Right. It is time.
God.
It is time for comment of the week, guys.
You wrote it. You posted it. Now deal with the consequences. Let's find out who our winner is for comment of the week.
So, comment of the week. I'm a bit angry to have to give this, given the comments that have come from this person tonight, to be honest. But comment of the week goes to Oven Chips, and his comment regarding the sausage roll Manscaped incident that turned into a chipolata. We all thought that was very funny. So well done to Oven Chips all day. You are the winner of that. Even though it really pains me to say that tonight after the comments that you've made. Paul, have you thought about streaming FIFA on Twitch and upload videos to YouTube? You could have a Toon Review gaming channel as a side channel to this channel. How many times do you want us to put channel into a sentence? Tangy, I would love to, but if I can get it playing on the iMac through whatever capture card I need. If it works, I need help with that. That's what I need help with because it's not working.
You can just do it straight through the console. If it's Twitch, you can connect Twitch to the console and just do it because I've done it before. I'll talk to you after the show as well. It's very simple.
Yeah, to you it is. Susan.
Oh my God, the Perry is happening now.
Go. Yeah, baby. Oh my God. Samsonite says, just don't write the instructions to Paul on paper because he can't read from paper.
Good point. Well made. You might need that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, next Saturday, I mean, not tomorrow.
Oh, God almighty, Jesus Christ.
Definitely not from paper.
Right. It is time for the final segment of this show. I really love this part of the show, as everybody knows. Here we go.
And now, it's time for Paul's favorite game, Saint or Aint, where our fine contestants show their saintly knowledge of names based on wherever the hell Billy found them. Let's see who will win today's edition of Saint or Aint. Take it away, Billy Bob.
That's just
You're
awesome.
definitely getting demonetized for that with the angel boobs out. Bloody hell, man.
Was the boobs out there? I didn't bloody notice. Was the boobs? Was there really boobs?
Oh,
You stop saying boobs.
Boobs?
Yeah.
I'm playing that again.
And now, it's time for Paul's favorite game, Saint or Aint, where our fine contestants show their saintly knowledge of names based on wherever the hell Billy found them. Let's see who will win today's edition of Saint or Aint. Take it away, Billy Bob.
That's not boobs. That's
Top
just
right. Top right, they
Top
were.
right. Top right.
a man with muscles with a chest.
No, top right.
Muscles and 2 grapefruits stuck under there.
I don't bloody care. It's after 9 o'clock. Who gives a toss? It's Saint or Aint. It's time for Billy Bob Coleman. Take it away. Hang on, don't, because we've got a £10 super chat from Oven Chips. Thank you very much, Oven Chips.
Aw.
Cheers, Paul. I will leave my granny on the street for you to grab tomorrow.
He's trying for next week's comment of the week already.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. Come on then. Billy Bob. Sorry, that's just my mother ringing me for some god almighty reason.
I thought that was part of the sketch then.
It really wasn't.
Thought Billy was going to answer to a saint. Like, what?
Not my phone this time. Right, Saint or Aint. We all know the rules.
Oh, bear with us a second. Oh, Jesus. Somebody tell Grandma I'm live. Anyway,
Maybe you should bring her back. It might be urgent.
Billy, get on with it.
Saint or Aint, we all know the rules. It's either a saint or I've made it up. Quite as simple as that. So the answer has to be Saint or Aint. And we start with a champion from last week, which of course is Danielle. We will go with Denise. Saint or Aint? Denise.
Saint.
Denise is the patron saint of motorcycle accidents.
The patron saint of motorcycles. It's started
Accidents.
already.
No, you said accidents.
Motorcycle
Excuse me,
accidents.
one moment, please.
Surely you should have a saint after, like, not having an accident.
Well, you'd think so.
I don't get that.
You'd think so. We'll have to come to you now, Alex, because obviously Paul's indisposed at this precise moment. We'll go with Saint Rodney. Saint or Aint?
Saint Rodney. Absolutely no way in hell that is a saint.
You're quite right. I made that one up.
Well done, Alex.
Well, we all know who's going to get the first one wrong of this of tonight, don't we?
Paul, over to you.
I'm dying.
Bit of pressure on
Sorry?
you. Bit of pressure on you.
Mhm.
Boris, Saint or Aint?
Boris is a saint.
Boris is a saint. Boris is a saint. 100% the first one. Lots of children screaming and celebrating. Back around to Danielle again. We'll go around with Gordon. Saint or Aint?
Saint.
Gordon's
Can you
not
stop
a
naming
saint.
prime ministers, please?
Never mind.
If this next one is Liz, I'm not answering it.
Okay, it's over to Alex now with Dimfner. Dimfner.
Dimfner.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Well,
Saint
Dimfner.
yeah. Saint Dimfner or not Saint Dimfner.
Can I have the spelling of that?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
D-Y-N-
God. What difference does that make, Alex? For the love of
D-Y-M-P-H-N-A.
God.
Saint.
She is a saint, and she is the patron saint of flatulence.
Billy, seriously, man. You can't have a patron saint of farting.
She's Dimfner is the patron saint of farting. Someone I look up to very highly.
The Catholic Church, eh?
So
Not
next
just
time I
Catholics.
fart, I'll turn around and go, Saint Daphne, or whatever her name was.
Daphne.
Daphne.
Fuck's sake.
Right, Paul. Alex has a 2-1 lead at the moment, but you can level with him now with Cyril. Saint or Aint? Cyril.
Ain't.
Cyril's a saint, unfortunately.
Ah!
Round to Danny again. We'll go with Willie Broad. Willie Broad.
Is that
Stop
cousin
it,
of
stop. I
is
can't look
that
at
a
any of
cousin
you.
of Saint Bona?
Well, in that
Flaming
case,
hell.
I'm going to say Saint, just because of that.
Willie Broad is the patron saint of epilepsy. Believe it or not.
Ah, this is ridiculous.
Round to Alex again with Royston. Royston.
They made
No.
crisps, didn't they?
That ain't a saint.
Royston isn't a saint. Alex is on fire tonight.
Well done, Alex.
Oh, you got it right. Who we got now? It's round to Paul, isn't it? Aka. Aka. A-double-C-A.
Do. Push Jesus Christ around the zoo. I'm a Catholic.
That went in a different direction.
It completely did. Saint.
Aka is the patron saint of Hexham.
Oh. Well done.
I'm right on your ass now, Alex.
Yep, 2, 2, and 3. Alex is in the lead just by the 1 now. And we're on to Danny again
Behave, Dan. Behave.
with Harvey. Harvey, saint or Aint.
Oh, what a die.
He is a saint, but I can't read my own writing.
I didn't say that. That was Danielle that mentioned it.
Yeah, he's a saint.
But I didn't answer. Whose turn was it? Was it me or Danielle?
It was Danny's.
Oh, that's fine then.
Let me just see what I
got
wrote.
worried
I
then.
can't actually see what it is. Some disease. Anyway, he's
Disease.
Some disease.
It doesn't sound right the way we're phrasing this. It sounds like they're sponsoring bad things.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. Alex, round to you again with Damien.
Saint.
Damien. Yes, the patron saint of leprosy.
Ooh.
He's got 4 out of 4 here.
Get in.
He's 100%. He is, yeah. Paul,
Right.
Testicles.
I'm sorry, who? What? Testy what?
Testicles.
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 That sounds like testicles. That's not right, Billy. That's not. No, I'm not having that.
It is.
Ain't.
It's not. You're right. Is it an ain't? You're quite right. It is
Thank you.
testicles spelled said in a Greek way. So, 4-3-3.
We're now going into the final round.
Final round, we are indeed. And we're going to go with Danny. Polycarp.
I'm going to say Aint.
Polycarp is the patron saint of dysentery.
Of what?
Dysentery. The shits.
Oh, piss off, Billy. That's not real. That's not real.
Yeah, it bloody is.
No,
It bloody
you
is.
cannot have the patron saint and having the Jackie Whites. That is just impossible. I'm going to look that up after this show. You cannot have a patron saint of the brown rain. No way.
Polycarp, write it down. Polycarp.
This wasn't even his question, and he's furious.
It's just bullshit.
I totally accepted it, to be fair.
Alex, just to win it for you if you can get this right, by the way.
No, it won't.
So far.
Oh, yes, it will. Never mind.
So
Carry on.
Derek.
Ooh. Saint or Aint? I'm going to go with... Oh, God. I'm going to go with Aint.
Derek is an Aint. You're quite right.
Well done.
Alex is a champion. But to get second place...
Oh, here we go. What's mine going to be, Billy? Saint Custard or something like that? Or Saint Bloody Flapjack?
Patron saint of a urinary infection, maybe.
Patron saint of the brown rain. I've heard it all. I really have.
Right. You can get second place with this one.
Oh,
Right,
whoopee friggin' do.
Lawrence.
Saint.
He's a saint. Quite right. I don't know what else. High scoring game this week. Alex is champion with 5, Paul in second with 4, and Danny in third with 3. Role reversal. So congratulations to Alex, champ of Saint or Aint.
Well done.
I'm absolutely staggered. I'm staggered.
I love this game, me. I love it.
Just there's some amazing comments coming during that show, but interesting. But there you go. Alex is the champion. Well done to Alex on winning Saint or Aint for this week. Congratulations, you twat. Right. That is the end of TTR Friday. An hour and 40 odd minutes. That is incredible. We've it's flown by.
If you rewind 30 seconds, you can see Paul celebrating second place.
Oh, I've got a question. This is a tie-break question, by the way, but it isn't a Saint or Aint. Which member of the Newcastle United squad has a female's middle name? Learned it earlier.
I don't know any of their middle names at all.
It's a cracker when I tell you it.
Is it like obvious or
it's just unbelievable, actually?
Well, it's just stab in the dark, isn't it? I'm going to go with...
Did you say Paul?
He said Maxi.
It is Maxi, yeah. His middle name is Irene. Irene, double E, and an accent on the E, so it's Irene. So it's Irene.
Oh.
Irene can't believe there's a patron saint of having the shits, to be honest, but never mind.
Well, it is.
Thank you, everybody that has tuned in tonight. It has been a wonderful show, as per usual. Tomorrow, don't forget, 2:30, Billy Bob Coleman will be bringing you live build-up of the match from 2:30 with the team news, etc. And then from 3 o'clock, kick-by-kick commentary. So do join him and give him all your support, guys. We will all be back at 6:30 tomorrow night with the match review. So we'll be talking about what went right or wrong, tactics, formations, and, of course, the player ratings. Thank you to everybody who has donated tonight. We love you all. Thank you, you three. Thank you to the mod squad. But most of all, again, thank you to you guys out there for watching. If you have liked the show, please hit the like button and also the subscribe button and become part of this incredible family and build us up to 14,500 subscribers. But in the meantime, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, and we will see you at some point tomorrow. Good night.
Away the lads and lasses.